Hi, I'm Liz. I go by Stitch by Liz with an underscore over on Instagram, and welcome to Flosstube. I was going to say 48, it's 82. Today is Thursday the 7th of August 2025. Welcome. If you are new, there are a lot of you. Welcome. If you're returning, welcome back to the Hot Mess Express that is me. If you are new, this is my little corner of YouTube where I talk about my cross stitching. This little corner up here is where Ross, my husband and unpaid editor, leaves whatever comments he wants to. This little corner down here is where the tiny baby Vader will pop up. If you heard that noise, he was playing with my hoodie that I have behind me. So he will probably make an appearance sometime today. Now, I know we have had so many subscribers, and that is from the lovely shout out that I got from Pam and Steph over at Just Keep Stitching. I was their gold floss tuber of the week, which is like holy cannoli. So if you have come from Pam and Steph, thank you so much. I also got some shout outs from Stitchy Pfeiffer and Adelaide Stitches as well, so if you've come from them, hello, welcome. Welcome to my video. Now, my voice sounds little bit off. That's because my sister, I'm not gonna say her name because it'll set off all your Amazon devices. She came back from a business trip with influenza, which she has passed on to me and Ross. So I'm struggling a little bit. It is fine. If I didn't film now, I wasn't gonna film this week, so I just needed to get it done. My eyes are probably the worst. My eyes are so sore. And so are my bones. Like, my joints just hurt. I said to Ross and my sister and pretty sure it was Mel, that I felt like a 90-year-old woman yesterday. I mean, I feel like I'm about 85 today, so I'm not that far off, but you know, it's fine. It is what it is. It's winter here in Australia, so things happen. I had the day off work yesterday because I just had nothing to give yesterday. It was terrible. So all I did was chill. And spent most of the day, I wouldn't say most of the day, part of the day at least, horizontal on the bed with the baby Vady, who was a very good nurse yesterday. Yeah, he's a little cutie patootie. He's actually left the room, so I don't know if he will make an appearance. I'm going to jump into it. I have 2 finishes, no new starts. I have some whips. I have my Silks for You silk of the month, and then I have my July stats, because it's already the 7th of August. Like, when did that happen? Next minute, I'm going to be on holidays, and that's still, you know, 6 months away, but it's going to fly. Anyway, the first finish I have is a chart from my lovely best friend, Cass Crosses. She's Cass Crosses over on Instagram. And this is inspired from K-pop Demon Hunters, and this is So We're Not Heroes, and this is my finish. So this is stitched on an 18 count mystery by I don't know who. I got this from a D-stash from Mel, who is a girl of pages and threads on Instagram. So yeah, this is from K-pop Demon Hunters. If you haven't seen K-pop Demon Hunters, please go watch. I have watched it multiple times, as have my friends. 10 out of 10 recommend. It's fantastic. But the biggest finish I have had in the past fortnight is my oldest whip, and I cannot believe that it is done. And Pam and Steph showed this on their channel as well. And it is on Instagram, but it is Sorcerer Mickey, and he's finished. Look, he's all done. All the crosses are in. I actually videoed putting in the last stitch. I've got a video on my phone. But it's a bit of a shoddy setup. So this is Sorcerer Mickey by 447 Shades of Cross Stitch on Etsy. It's no longer available. I'm not sure if you can message them and ask for a listing for it. I think someone has done that, but holy cannoli. This is 48,000 stitches. I mean, this could have taken me 6 months. No, took me 6 years. I started it in December. No, not quite 6 years. I started it in December 2019 and finished it on the 3rd of August. I can't believe it's done. I can't believe it's done. So it does need an iron. It has been washed. I just need to actually give it an iron, and then it will sit in my cupboard of other projects I have finished that have not yet been framed. So I can't believe that that's done. That's so exciting. Which means my next Saturday, Sunday piece focus on a finish is going to be the Gryffindor Common Room by Green Terrace. It is currently my oldest whip. And then after that, once that's done, it will be Spider-Man, which is nowhere near being finished. That's going to take a hot minute because I started it on an 18 count, then restarted on a 25 count, and then kept working on the 18 count. But I think I'm just going to do the 25 count because it's 2 over 1/10 and it's going to be so much faster. So yeah, we will focus on those and get them finished. I don't know if I'll get one of those finished this year. Probably not. I might get a couple of other things finished. I've got a few things on my WhipGo board that do need to be finished or that are close to a finish, so they'll get done. So we will have a couple more finishes this year. So we'll see what happens. Alright, into my whips. This one was one of my WhipGo calls for August. My WhipGo is 500 stitches. This is the Collectors by Autumn Lane Stitchery. Yeah, this is where I'm up to. This is on an 18 count that I hand dyed myself. I have put extra fabric because my margins were not great. And it wasn't fitting in the Q-snap nicely, so what I did was 500 stitches in this hat and then filling in like background trees. Yeah, those background trees were a lot. So I put in like all of this 500 and then this 50 something. And then before that I had worked down the bottom, but I decided I didn't want to do full coverage after just finishing Mickey. So, I mean, the bottom of this will be full coverage, but and the trees are hard counting, so I just wanted to get that out of the way. Both needle minders are from Ginger Stitch AU, which if you're new, you will hear a lot in my video. I am not sponsored. I just love Zane's needle minders, which may be getting some more this weekend if all goes to plan, which I'll talk about a little bit later. Alright, next up is Leave Me Alone by The Witchy Stitcher. I am doing a colour conversion for this. I literally stopped in the middle of stitching. So I do have, I've got park threads anyway. But this is where I'm up to. So as you can see, I'm doing a full colour conversion. This is a grey 18 count that I hand dyed myself. And I'm doing greens. Green and white and black and grey. So I love this. She's so cute. The reason they're parked was because that's where my Q-snap ended. And I didn't want to finish the threads. This is just because, I don't know, when I was working on this and I had to stop stitching. So, you know, terrible. This Practice Stitchcraft needle minder is from Live and Die LA. At least that's where I purchased it from. Sorry. Next up is A Spooky Night by Tiny Modernist. The newest part came out, I want to say yesterday or the day before. I've not started it because I'm focusing on another stitch along, which you will see in a second. But this is where I'm up to. So this is stitched on a 32 count Haunted by Color Cascade. And this is the first 5 parts that have come out. Part 6 goes in here. It's well over 1,000 stitches, which, I mean, I'll start on. I don't think I'll get finished before part 7, but hopefully part 7's small and I can catch up. But we shall see. So this is the most recent part. So cute. I'm so glad I went with this fabric. I absolutely love this fabric for this. So yeah, Needleminder, which is the cat with the frog hat, is from Ginger Stitch AU. So that is that. Next up, I did spin my wheel because I didn't know what I wanted to work on. I also stopped stitching halfway through stitching this. Pretty sure I was working on this yesterday, which is why I stopped, because my brain just wasn't having it. This is Wizard Cat Broomstick. Don't ask me where it's from. Pretty sure it's from My Bobbin. Don't hold me to that though. I'm not 100% sure. And this is where I'm up to. So this is stitched on a 32 count Be Stitch Me by Be Stitch Me. This was in a black needle box, I believe. I can't remember what it was from, but the name of the fabric is Be Stitch Me. And this is where I'm up to. So I finished the scarf on the little Slytherin cat, and then worked in this red, finished his scarf, and then worked in this. This is almost at 50%, so I could probably focus on getting this finished this year as well, but we shall see. Cat in a Fox Hat Needleminder is also from Ginger Stitch AU. I just thought it went really well with this project. So that is that one. My second last whip, this is going to be a really fast video. My second last whip is a tone on tone piece that I'm doing, which I've discovered I think I'm actually going to run out of silk for. So I'm wondering, I may have to reach out to Silks For You to see if they have any of this colour left, because it was a limited seasonal. We shall see. This is the Namarie tapestry by Modern Folk Embroidery. I also worked on this a little bit yesterday. Again, my brain, this is probably better for my brain, but still I miscounted a couple of times and had to frog, and I'm just like, we're putting it away. So this is where I'm up to. So this is stitched on a 32 count. I want to say Mermaid Lagoon by Live and Die LA. It's one of the ones I ordered for pickup when I was in LA last year. And that was a nerd tube falling. It's not, yeah, there we go. That's better. And the silk, in person, it shows up so much more than it is on camera. That's probably just my light, but I absolutely love it. I'm just frustrated that I may run out of this silk. So we shall see. We shall see. Mel's going to check if she has it as well. Needle minders are from Ginger Stitch AU. There's 2. They come in a little 3-pack. But I absolutely love this. I'm just sad. I may run out of silk, so we shall see. I'm puffed out. My last whip for this video is the Divine Beast stitch along from Needlelot Designs. Had the border finish before part 1. Part 1 is like 3,000 and something stitches. So many stitches. Anyway, been working on it. Like if I get a certain amount of stitches per day, I can get it finished before the next release. And I think the other day I worked it out and it was like 88 stitches a day. I've already done double that this morning. I've been awake since like 4 something. but this is where it's up to. So part 1 is Pegasus, which is Zeus, and this is what it looks like. So I'm stitching this on a 32 count vintage country mocha, 2/2. This needle minder is from Ginger Stitch AU. That's one of my needles. My other needle is on the back, which my back on this is actually fairly neat for once. But yeah, so I'm stitching this with the cold for Pegasus. My border is using DMC 121, which if you watch Pam and Steph, you will have seen, not this week, last week's video. So DMC 121. My medallions and what I've done for Zeus's name is done in this petite treasure braid. So it's PB 39, which I thought just goes really well with my fabric. I did go through, and I have them next to me, I did go through my multitude of treasure braid. This isn't even all of it, because there's some with an Autumn Lane, the Mermaid Marina chart that will need to be added once that's stitched, but picked this out of all my treasure braids, and I think it's working perfectly. So my plan is to work on this today, and then I'll probably spin something else maybe to work on tomorrow, and then on Saturday and Sunday it'll be Gryffindor Common Room. But on Saturday I am driving to Ballarat. So Ballarat's about an hour and 10 minutes from here, hour and 5, depending on which way you go, because there is a retreat called Stitching in Winter. I am not going to the retreat. I've discovered in-person retreats are really not for me. However, Chloe is going to the retreat, and Chloe and I have been friends for years. Chloe lives in a completely different state, and I have not met her in person, just virtually, and I get to meet her in person on Saturday, and I'm so excited. So me, Mel, and Chloe are all meeting for lunch. I'm so excited. So I'm sneakily also hoping she's able to make some purchases on our behalf, because I think Mel wanted some stuff as well. And see if we could make some sneaky purchases. So I may have some more Ginger Stitch needle minders, because I know Zane is releasing some for the Stitch in Winter retreat that he's taking with him. And there's some cute little cryptids that will be coming out. So I'm hoping I can get them on Saturday. If not, I'll just order them from Etsy. So yeah, I get to meet Chloe in person on the weekend, which is so exciting. I'm so annoyed that I'm sick. I'm hoping I'm feeling much better by Saturday. I'm really excited for that. That's gonna be so much fun. Okay, before I go into my stats, I have my one piece of haul, and that is my Silks for You Silk of the Month. And this month we have purple. So this one here is fairly variegated. You can't really tell on camera, but it's got some nice variegation to it. So yeah, these are the silk of the month this month. These two look really similar, but they're actually quite different in person. So yeah, these are July's silk of the month. I do have my fabric of the month from Color Cascade coming. It has shipped, and I bet you it will arrive today, but I will show that in my next video. These I almost couldn't find because I have to hide them from Vader, because he likes eating them, which is really terrible. I'm surprised he hasn't come back to make an appearance. So if anyone was hoping for their Vader fix, I'm really sorry. There's no Vader today. He's off doing something. All right. The last thing I have is my stats. And for July, I had 3 starts. I had 2 finishes. I worked on 10 different whips. And I got a total of 17,921 stitches for the month. And the only reason I got that much is because I had surgery and I was off for surgery and frogwarts. So that's the only reason I got that many stitches in, because it was going to be a dismal month otherwise. My hair's fallen out of my clip. So some decent progress. I am going to continue working on my whips. I'll spin up, see what spins up for tomorrow. See what gets done. If you've made it this far, leave me a little wizard emoji. I'm running out of emojis, but I think there's some wizard ones. Leave me a witch or wizard emoji because, you know, it's August, spooky season is coming. So yeah, leave me a witch or wizard emoji. Also because I worked on wizard cat broomsticks. Let me know what you're working on as well. Do all the YouTubey things, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!